Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kind of spoke here for a minute. Welcome back to another installment or episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. We are today in the American Married series. This will be episode number 14, if I'm not mistaken. What y'all been up to? How's everyone been? Well, it's been a minute since we posted something. This is what we did last time. The old Roadrunner. Meet me. You know what I mean? And we also got that Porsche that we eventually will build for the customer. You know, he wants it all original, all back to A1 OK condition. What we're going to be working on is actually behind this door. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in this door over here. Some of y'all might remember this right here, you know, the old Camaro. And yeah, we've gotten this far with it. But what we're doing today, boom, we're working on the Chevelle. I think it's a Chevelle. I'm not sure if it's a Chevelle or... I don't want to say it's a Torino because, well, Edgewood. I don't know what the Edgewoods are. Huh. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, wrong one. There we go. Let's see here. Where's the... Because if it was a GM product, it would be Bolt, right? And that's the part that gets me. See, this right here is a Buick. Or Oldsmobile, I mean. But I don't know... because this quite resembles a Chevelle. But anyway, that's what we're going to call it. And today, what we're going to do is we are going to take this grandma car, the old one-cob OHV, and we're going to super charge it. We're going to put some pretty wide tires in the rear, and put some pretty skinny tires up front. And we're going to get rid of this hunk of junk boat anchor right here. We're going to put in something shiny and new. If you all look way over there, you can kind of see the block. That's all that's there, it's just the block. We do not have nothing in the block, it's just the block. So, without further ado, let's get going. We're going to start by ripping this thing apart, getting all the junk off of it. And I think it's pretty much almost all stripped. Oh, can't forget the headlight. Alright, we's done. And while that's going up, we're going to... Alrighty. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, now we're going to move this one over to car lift bay. Run up here, we're going to pull this tire off. Which I've already had them off because I've actually done and made sure I got the right size tires. Make sure they weren't too big, you know what I mean? But that's as far as I've gone with it. I guess we should take the brake shoes off first before we take the wheel cylinder off. Yeah, that might help sometimes. Very interesting combination, you know what I mean? Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to pull out these U-bolts first. Got one right there, got another one right here. Lovely, when it all comes out, no problem. Let's take out that spring plate. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull out this little bushing. We're going to yank this leaf spring off of there. We're going to pull off this drive shaft here. After we spray it a time or two, you know. It's the logic, you know what I mean? And we're going to repeat the same process on this side. Ooh, this side's only got one U-bolt. Alright, perfect. Let's get this plate out of here. Oh dear, I thought it was going to drop. Alright, let's get... Actually, before we do any further, let's just get it so it's just straight up... Oh, they're missing half the stuff on this side. How nice is that, man? Alright, let's get this rear knuckle housing V off. Alright, let's get this little bushing out the rear. Alright, let's get this big old rusty leaf spring out. Take out the differential. We're going to run up here to the front. First things first, I guess let's put the transmission jack under here if we have one. We're going to spray these rusty bolts out. And yank this transmission out of here. Oh, there it goes. So we get ready to throw that in the heat pile. Oh, where am I going? I was lost, man. It's been a minute. I'm out of coordination. Sucks, it really does. It's a good sign when all the wheels are coming off without having to spray each and every one of them. That's so nice. See, they're gonna come off on the other side very easily because that's the side I used to measure the wheels with. But this side, I didn't measure nothing on this side, so this side's a blessing in disguise. But I spoke too soon. See, told you. All right, we're gonna get this vacuum plate out of here. We don't need it no more, man. Let's get this upper control arm out of the way. Get the spring and the shock out of here. All right. Sway bar and link. Goodbye. All right, let's get this out of and in a tie rod gown. We don't need it no more. There we go. Let's get this lower control arm. Oh, we gotta bust this ball joint free. Spray the nut, bust the ball joint, boom. Bada bing, bada boom, done. Perfect. All right, let's get the steering knuckle out of the way. All right, and we're gonna jump on over here to the other side. All right, let's see. Oh, so basically, once I start, and by start, I mean finishing, stripping it all apart. I guess it's just hopes and dreams holding my cross member in. I mean, there ain't no bolts or bushings in there, so lucky for us, it's less things we gotta take out. Alright, let's get that out of the way. We're gonna get this right here out of the way. Come on, man. Why you gotta do that to me? It's always gotta fight me. Oh, I don't know why. Nothing ever needs to fight me. Alright, let's yank that out of the way. Let's get this outer tie rod, inner tie rod, the spring and the shock out of the way. Once we spray the bolt. Perfect. Let's get this swivel and link bay out of the way. Of course, you know, I spoke too soon. My mouth always gets me in trouble. Always. Alright, let's get this steering knuckle C out the way. Let's get the sway bar B out. Now get the steering rack out. And let's get the cross member E out of the way. Alright, I think we basically stripped, man. Man, that's perfect right there. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, got the motor out of the way. Alright, let's come on over here. Take out these small little relays. You can do it, little guy. What? Oh, we gotta get the big fools out of the way. There we go. Let's get that out of the way. Perfect. I think we're looking pretty good here. We may as well get this steering wheel. Should we get this exact steering wheel? I think I still gotta get interior for this thing yet. Actually, maybe we'll order that up. We yank the steering wheel out. I think we're gonna get another wood. Maybe get another wood grain one. Maybe. What do y'all think? Maybe we should get a wood grain, or should we get the wrapped one? I'm not sure. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking. Can't you smell it burning? Alright, where's the one I'm looking for? Oh, there we go. Right here. Duh. Right in my face, man. Right in my face. Alright, what do we want? First, the buckets for the front of the car. What do we want? So many options, so many choices. You know, I don't want to put the Nova seats in there because they're really, really small. They're really, really small. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to get the TBX seats. We're going to get two of them. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to either put, we get this wheel, or should we get this one? 3 or 7. You know what? Let's go 7. Yeah, I think that's the one we're going to get. We're going to wait, and then hopefully when we're done the motor, and get the car over to the paint shop, once everything is underneath of it, we should have our parts. In theory, anyway. But anyway, we're on our way to build a motor. Alright, and this is going to be our supercharged motor. Yeah. We're going to do this. We're going to get rid of all this stuff. Freaking people, I tell you. Anywho, got rid of all that. We're gonna have to do something where we start selling some cars and stuff. You know what I mean? Alright, put in these crank caps after the crankshaft is in. Let's put in the last one right here. Now we're going to put the piston rings in. Sounds good to me. How about you? Well, we got a few of them. We got 8 of them. 16 pieces in total. Actually, 24 if you include the rod caps. Which we will be getting to very, very shortly. That's what we shall be doing. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, after this we got 2 more. And put the old all pan on. You know what I mean? For, I'm not sure if this would be a big block or a small block, but it'd be a Ford anyway. We got an oil pan. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, now I'm going to put the clutch disc on. Now I'm going to put the pressure plate. Now I'm going to put the clutch release bearing on. So then the clutch doesn't always stay engaged. We're going to run our way around here to the front. We're going to put in the power steering pump. Perfect. Now let's put on the alternator. I need that charged little battery. On the oil filter. Look at that. See? Trying to make it look like a Wix filter. But it's hardstone. Is what they call it. Now we're going to put in the old column shaft. Put in the cam gear. And we're going to do timing chain. Timing cover. Perfect. And put on the coil. Dang, I had another one there? Shoot. One fuel filter. Put on the crank pulley. The water pump. With the water pump pulley. That's beautiful. Look at that. We're up again. Now we're at 27. How nice is that? Alright, now we're going to put in a distributor. We're going to put in distributor rotor. Now the distributor cap. And if we have time at the end of the video, I'd rather make a fix. I screwed up when I did the Dom's charger, or the charger recreation of Fast and the Furious. I made an oops, and I got to fix that oops. Now the oops I made was me not being observant like I should be, and I thought the plug wires on the motor were blue, but it turns out that at a different angle and different picture, they are red. So I got to take that out, and I got to change the color and put them red plugs. Plug wires, I mean. And yeah, and it should be basically the way it should be, with the 17s. Although the one in the Fast and Furious is a 70, I believe. And well, the one that's in here is a 68. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm just waiting for them to put the Chevy DLC into this. That'd be pretty sweet. Or hopefully have it in the new one whenever they build one, or create one, I should say. And yeah. Alright, I'll put the valve cover on. Ooh, look at that, nice. It almost reminds me of powder coating, doesn't it? Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to put in the plug. The other sparker plug. Put in this one too. Now we're going to put this plug in. I'm going to put in the exhaust header. Swing our way around here to the other side. Back ourselves out just a tad bit here so we can actually see what the heck we're doing. I'm going to put the cylinder head on. Perfect. Got a drink of our Pepsi here, which is not a sponsor. Not bad, not bad. And now we're going to put in the push rods. We're almost done with this motor, man. And we start building the rest of the car. Can't wait to build the rest of the car, because I think it's going to look amazing. Well, at least I hope it does anyway. Let's see, we've already got all the wheels and tires. They've already been put together. It's got to be put on the car. We've gotten this is front suspension, well, the front shocks and springs. We got them bought, painted, and assembled. They just got to be put on the car. We got all the U-bolts done. I got the front diff, or the rear diff, I should say. We've got the front cross member done. All the suspension for the front's all been painted up. Make it look all pretty. Yeah. We're getting somewheres, man. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Alright. Get on there, man. Alright, I'm going to put this valve cover on. Just like that. Now we're going to put this on right there. And we're going to do the same for 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. And now, oh, now we're going to put the plug wires on. That's right. There we go. Perfect. Put this together like so. Dang, it's almost starting to remind me of a 502 big block. I don't know why, but it just has that aura to it. Alright, let's see. Let's put this on. What? No. I knew I was going to be forgetting something. Alright, well, let's put the rest of the car together. And man, I was scared there for a second. I thought we clicked the button to get this all cleaned up. But wrong car. I think I want to keep this one looking like this. And just put everything else underneath with brand new. That's what I'd be thinking, man. Alright, let's go down here. Supercharger, supercharger. Where you at? 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 Where are? There you are. Alright, we need one of you, because I don't think I bought you. And I need one of you. Perfect. Awesome. Let's get her done, man. Ooh, look at that color. It's like beige, yellow, cream. Factory color, I guess? Maybe? It is, too. Let's get started. First things first, we're going to put in the fuel tank. And now we're going to put in the fuel pump. We're going to put in the differential. Oh, look at that. Nothing wrong with the flat red. Oh, look at that. Ain't that nice? We're going to put in these here little bushings. Perfect. Let's put in the other little bushing. Alright, now we're going to put the other leaf spring on. Alright, I'm going to put in these bushings too to hold it in place while we put the other components to it on. Which I think is going to look pretty darn good, you know what I mean? Alright, now we're going to jump ourselves back over to this side. And now we're going to put on the plate. And then here we're going to put on some U-bolts. Now, why are they U-bolts? Because they're shaped like a U. And they got threads on both ends. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? I think that looks good. Almost looks like it's black, but it's not. It's just a darker chrome is what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, you know, things happen, right? Alright, I'll put on the brake shoes. The wheel axle. Perfect. Alright, and do I want to show the wheels? Nah, we're going to wait on that. Alright, now we're going to put this exhaust in. Oh, getting a little ahead of myself here. Alright, first things first, we're going to put on this plate. I guess it'd be the second thing, right? Because first thing is we put on this piece. Alright, now we're going to put this other last U-bolt on. Maybe I should bring the knob up too and fix that while I'm thinking about it. What do you think? Shall we? I think so. Alright, let's put the vacuum plate on. Put on the wheel cylinder. Brake shoe. The axle. Axle. Now we're going to put the brake drum on. Perfect. Now we're done back here. Let's run up here a little bit. Let's put on these middle mufflers. Put on the other middle muffler. Perfect. Let's jump on up here. Let's put on this cross member E. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, that looks so good under here. I just hope the car turns out the way I'm anticipating it in my mind with the color of the body. It's going to be this red, but I hope it's got a bit of a shine to it. If not, we're going to have to make it have a little bit of the shine. Here we go. Put in the steering rack. Sway bar B. And we're going to put on the other two bigger bushings. Right there, we got 1, 2, two bushings. Alright, now we're going to find this steering knuckle C here. Let's get back up over here. Give me back there. Alright, I'm going to put in the inner tie rod. Now we're putting the steering knuckle C. See? Yeah, I was right. Let's put in the outer tie rod. Alright, now we're going to put the upper control arm on. Now we're going to put the lower control arm on. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to put in the shock. Oh yeah. Sway bar length B is what we're putting on there. Put on this. We're going to put on this. And we're going to put this piece in because it seems like it's kind of important. And we're going to do this too right here. Ooh, look at that. That look good. That look good. That look good. Might be a little too much red if I had to say. Ooh, that's dark. I like that. It's the same color. I like how dark that is. That looks real good. Real good, man. Alright, first things first. Let's put the inner tie rod in. Perfect. Let's put the steering knuckle C in. Put the upper control arm in. That way then it holds it while we put all the other stuff in. And would you know that I actually have the right amount of bushings? Happens periodically when I shock myself like that. Alright, let's put the outer tie rod in. Alright, now we'll put the rear or the front shock absorber in with the spring. Alright, now we're going to put the sway bar length B in. Perfect. Work our way around to this way, you know what I mean? Alright, we got that to put in. Alright, we got this too, right there. Alright, now we're going to put the rotor on. The brake pod. The brake caliper and caliper cylinder. Perfect. Alright, now we got the wheels. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? That look good. I think that look good. I think that look real good. Alright, now. Alright. Y'all push me to it. Alright, put the wheel on that side. Bear with me here, folks. You'll understand what I'm doing here in the process. As they say, trust the process. So you got fairly wide tires back here. Fairly wide, that is. Perfect. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I think it's going to sit too high in the front. Uh-oh. First things first, we got to bring this thing down. Actually, it wouldn't be first things first, would it? Because we've already been working on it. We've already gotten all this stuff done. Yeah, it's kind of level, actually. Alright, we are going to bring this over to the paint shop. See you there. And here we are. at the old wonderful paint shop. Looking pretty darn good, I might have to say. Alright, now we need to go get our interior to put in before we put the body panels on, because I don't want to scratch the paint. And then we also, hopefully our intake and stuff is here. So let's see, let's check out this door right here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, look at that. 1, 2, and then this long, huge crate is our bench seat. And then these are our buckets that we got to put together. Perfection. We got them. Do we got them? Yes, we do. They're right there. Perfecto. Alright, now, empty pallets. I think I should have a bonfire or something. Burn something. Alright, let's see. We got anything over here? Where are you? No. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Ah, there it is right there. Perfect. Now we got our Uber charger, and now we got all of our seats. Now we finished putting the car together. Perfect, man. Perfect. Alright. First things first. In this process, let's put the interior in. So we're going to put in the bench Hellcat. We're going to put in the front bucket for the TBX. The other bucket for the TBX. Now the steering wheel. And now we got a little bit of... What are you doing, man? But now, see, we're sitting here and we got a little bit of gap here, you know what I mean? You can still see all the gauges for the most part, you know? See the speed limit? Perfect. Alright, now let's put some body panels on. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to put this on. We're going to put this on. We're going to put this on. Now we're going to put the hood on. Like I said, now we're going superchargers, so we need the supercharger hood. But see, look at that. Wheels are sitting up perfectly. Almost like they got already got a little bit of a stance to them. Da-da-da. Alright, and we're going to put our license plates on, which we have right there. See? American Made Series, number 14. We got one for the rear, too. Because I just love me some chrome bumpers. Alright, we got that on. Perfect. Let's put the rear glass in. Silicone it. Seal it. Perfect. The trunk. Alright, I'm going to jump down here. Hey, man. I wasn't done with you yet, man. Put our rear bumper on. And we're going to put our tail lights in for that side. And do the same for this side. Perfect. And now we're going to... perfect. Just got to somehow reach in here. There we go. We got that in. As far as I know, the body should be complete. Alright, we are going to have to alter this. So that's what we shall do right now. Put a little bit of a clear on it. And at the same time, we're also going to bring the darkness down just a bit. Just a bit. Something like so. And then we're going to go... I don't want that. Really? Looks more gray than black. I guess we'll go with the white stripes, huh? There we go. Color completed. Perfect. Look at that. Doesn't that just look like a street machine? I mean, that just looks so darn good. Heck yeah, it does. Alright. Now we're going to move this back over to car lift B. We're going to pop the hood. Bring over the old cherry picker, engine hoist, engine puller, engine installer, whatever you want to call it. I guess just don't call it late for supper. What? I don't have what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thought we bought one of them. What? I bought all these darn pieces. I got the rod. Okay, alrighty then. Well, I guess while we're sitting here waiting, or putting pieces together, I guess maybe I'll just order up some new pieces. Yeah, that's what we shall do. What were they again? This thing and this doohickey. Alrighty, yeah. What? I'm gonna have it in like 15 minutes? Perfect. Alright, well, let's, I guess. Oh, wait, we gotta finish putting all the fuses in. And the relays. There we go. There we go again. We got 2 more C's, man. See, if there's no A's, I would say it's like my report card, you know, 3 B's and 3 C's. That'd be pretty accurate, but A's, no. Not unless I was dreaming, then I got A's, but for the most part, I think I've gotten a half a dozen to a dozen A's throughout my entire school career, I think. Something like so. I think. Could be wrong. Probably got less, to be honest. Alright. Got that for the most part put together. I'm going to run over here. We're going to remove this engine from the stand and we're going to throw it on our back. Perfect. Oh, this thing is heavy. Oh, it takes forever. It's pretty heavy when you got it on your back. Alright, I'm going to just set it down right here. Oh, there we go. And we're going to use this and put it in the car. Heavy. Must have been from that road owner maybe. Huh. Look at that, almost matches. Who would have ever thunk? Alright, I'm going to put this on. Oh yeah. Now we need to put on our supercharger belt. And we got to put it on our alternator belt. Now we're going to put on our fan, keep it all nice and cool. Alright, now we're going to put this car back up in the air. I can't believe I almost forgot this factor. Heck no, we can't do that. Alright, let's take a little gander under. Beautiful. Alright, let's put in our transmission oil before we put in the I already have it. You don't see nothing. Oh, no. I didn't put... Yeah, it kind of matches, actually, with what I'm doing here. Alright, I'm going to put in the dream shaft. Which you already saw. I had one of them. I'm going to put in the OHVA down pipes. The front exhaust pipes, as they call them. Alright, we're done underneath. Underneath is done, man. Now it's time to lower this old beast back down. We got it from this angle with the dual exhaust sitting at you. Looking good. Alright. Now we're going to jump back in here. We're going to put the old carburetors on. I could probably get this car to run without that power steering reservoir, just so you know. Which we may actually end up doing. It's hard to say. Hard to say. I'm going to put on that. I'm going to put on these. I'm going to put this on. Employee fit. I'm going to take this out. We're going to put some oil. Oh, made a mess. Gotta wipe that up with the rag. Alright, motor is complete. Cool. We ain't done yet though. We still need the windshield washer reservoir and the power steering reservoir. However, I wonder. I'm gonna remove this window. Jump on into the window, Dukes of Hazzard style. It's alive! That sounds not bad. Not bad. Put that window back in. Alright, now we're gonna run out. I guess I'm gonna put this sit in here and stir for a minute. There we go. Looking good, looking good. That's what I'm talking about. No more fishbowl. Alright, I'm gonna run over here. Right up. Right over here? What's this one? Oh, no, it's this one. Perfect. Let's see, we got our good stuff here. Yes, we do. Alright, let's get this car drivable, shall we? We'll run our way up here to the front. Oh, let's back ourselves out. Back it up. Back it up. Yeah, back it up. Just back it up. Back, 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 back. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we got oil. Put in some power steering fluid. Kind of looks like transmission fluid in this. This most power steering fluid that I use is clear. So the jug says anyway. Alright. Chugga chugga choo choo. Perfect. Put some green goop in it. Help it stay cool on those warm Arizona days. You know what I mean? Good. Oh. Wipe that off. Antifreeze is very corrosive. Alright, then come over here. We're gonna put some brake fluid in. It's another liquid that's very corrosive. You get on paint. It'll eat the paint off very fast. Don't ask me how I know that. Found out the hard way, like I do with everything else. Alright, what's our 100? Nice, we are done. Not bad, made a little bit of money off it, I'm guessing. I don't have a clue. But it's not for sale. Alright, now we're going to run this over here to the test pad. Man, that looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. Alright. In one of these episodes coming up here, we're going to do a run to the racetrack. Put some of these cars on the track, you know, change the tires up on them a bit. And then we can actually get it to hook on the track a little better. Because if I were to go there with this, for instance, this car that we're working on, if I were to take this to a drag strip right now, it would just sit there and smoke the tires first, second, third. And I might get traction in fourth. Might. And that would be depending on how much I feather the gas pedal on it. Which in drag racing, you don't feather the gas, you just stand on it. It looks pretty good in here. Not bad, actually. Alright, let's see. Walk over here to our old Lepatoop. And we're going to bring this way up. Why? Because I'm planning on setting this car up for drag racing. I'll put 410s in it. Looking pretty good to me. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. 0.45. Can we do a 1.2? Let's do a 1.2, please. Can I get a 1.2? Anybody? 1.2? No, you don't want to get 0.9. 0.9. Oh, there we go. And we'll go with this one. And then, let's see, we'll go over here. Oh, look at that, right off the hop, 1.2. Ooh, I want to get that +3. Man, that would be wicked, wouldn't it? Have this car running 3%. Right now, it's only running, what, 2.4. So, alright. Alright, before we begin, put it in the comments. What do you think the numbers are going to make? I'm going to say 975 horse, 1,034 pound-feet of torque. That's my numbers. Alright, here we go. Dang, off the chart. factory numbers are 498 horsepower at 4,300 RPM, and our factory torque numbers are 691 pound-feet at 2,825 RPM or 2,800 RPM. Our new numbers are horsepower 961 horsepower at 4,300 RPM, an increase of 464 horsepower or 94%, and our torque is 1,317 at 2,800 RPM. Of an increase of 627 pound-feet or 91%. Our drag rating is the devil. 666. Ironic. Now if I put slicks on this, it should bump it up probably to about 750. If I had to guess. We'll figure that one out at a later date. Alrighty, man. Let's put this over here. Oh, wait, let's go over here. Man, that looked good. I like that. I mean, that look good. Doesn't it look good? That look good. I like it. I like it a lot. Chrome wheels. You know, something a little bit different. But alright, everyone. I think that's going to do it here for this episode. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification. Thank you all very, very much for watching. And we shall catch you all on the next one. Bye, everyone.